Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are reading in A Course in Miracles, the Foundation for Inner Peace edition. Today we are reading Chapter 7, The Gifts of the Kingdom. This is Section 10, The Confusion of Pain and Joy, page 133. If you would like to close your eyes and join me in prayer. Dear Father, if left to my own devices, my perception will be skewed. I surrender to you everything I think and feel. God, please take my past, plan my future, send your spirit to redeem my mind that I might be set free. May I be your channel, God, and serve the world. May I become who you would have me be, do what you would have me do, go where you would have me go, and say what you would have me say, and to whom. Dear Father, please allow me an open mind for a new experience. Enable me to set aside everything I think I know about everything. And so it is. Amen. Section 10, The Confusion of Pain and Joy. The kingdom is the result of premises, just as this world is. You may have carried the ego's reasoning to its logical conclusion, which is total confusion about everything. If you really saw this result, you could not want it. The only reason you could possibly want any part of it is because you do not see the whole of it. You are willing to look at the ego's premises, but not at their logical outcome. Is it not possible that you have done the same thing with the premises of God? Your creations are the logical outcome of his premises. His thinking has established them for you. They are exactly where they belong. They belong in your mind as part of your identification with his. But your state of mind and your recognition of what is in it depend on what you believe about your mind. Whatever these beliefs may be, they are the premises that will determine what you accept into your mind. I'm sorry, my dog's going nuts here. It is surely clear that you can both accept into your mind what is not there and deny what is. Yet the function of God himself gave your mind through his. You may not deny or die, but you cannot prevent. It is the logical outcome of what you are. The ability to see a logical outcome depends on the willingness to see it, but its truth has nothing to do with your willingness. Truth is God's will. Share his will, and you share what he knows. Deny his will as yours, and you are denying his kingdom and yours. The Holy Spirit will direct you only so as to avoid pain. Surely no one would object to this goal if he recognized it. The problem is not whether what the Holy Spirit says is true, but whether you want to listen to what he says. You no more recognize what is painful than you know what is joyful, and are in fact very apt to confuse the two. The Holy Spirit's main function is to teach you to tell them apart. What is joyful to you is painful to the ego, and as long as you are in doubt about what you are, you will be confused about joy and pain. This confusion is the cause of the whole idea of sacrifice. Obey the Holy Spirit and you will be giving up the ego, but you will be sacrificing nothing. On the contrary, you will be gaining everything. If you believe this, there would be no conflict. That is why you need to demonstrate the obvious to yourself. It is not obvious to you. You believe that doing the opposite of God's will can be better for you. You also believe that it is possible to do the opposite of God's will. Therefore, you believe that an impossible choice is open to you, and one which is both fearful and desirable. Yet God wills. He does not wish. Your will is as powerful as His because it is His. The ego's wishes do not mean anything because the ego wishes for the impossible. You can wish for the impossible, but you can only will with God, or will only with God. This is the ego's weakness and your strength. The Holy Spirit always sides with you and with your strength. As long as you avoid His guidance in any way, you want to be weak. I'm so sorry, my dog. Yet weakness is frightening. What else then she's going crazy, then can this decision mean except that you want to be fearful? The Holy Spirit never asks for sacrifice, but the ego always does. When you are confused about this distinction in motivation, it can only be due to projection. Projection is a confusion in motivation, and given this confusion, trust becomes impossible. No one gladly obeys a guide he does not trust, but this does not mean the guide is untrustworthy. In this case, it always means that the follower is. However, this too is merely a matter of his own belief. Believing that he can betray, he believes that everything can betray him. Yet this is only because he has elected to follow false guidance. Unable to follow this guidance without fear, he associates fear with guidance and refuses to follow any guidance at all if the result of this decision is confusion. This is hardly surprising. The Holy Spirit is perfectly trustworthy, as you are. God Himself trusts you, and therefore your trustworthiness is beyond question. It will always remain beyond question, however much you may question it. I said before that you are the will of God. His will is not an idle wish, and your identification with His will is not optional, since it is what you are. Sharing His will with me is not really open to choice, though it may seem to be. The whole separation lies in this error. The only way out of the error is to decide that you do not have to decide anything. Everything has been given you by God's decision. That is His will, and you cannot undo it. Myrtle's like the ego here. Even the relinquishment of your false decision-making prerogative, which the ego guards so jealously, is not accompanied by your wish. It was accomplished for you by the will of God, who has not left you comfortless. Please forgive my errors. His voice will teach you how to distinguish between pain and joy, and will lead you out of the confusion you have made. There is no confusion in the mind of the Son of God, whose will must be the will of the Father, because the Father's will is His Son. Miracles are in accord with the will of God, whose will you do not know because you are confused about what you will. This means that you are confused about what you are. If you are God's will and do not accept His will, you are denying joy. The miracle is therefore a lesson in what joy is. Being a lesson in sharing it is a lesson in love, which is joy. Every miracle is thus a lesson in truth, and by offering truth, you are learning the difference between pain and joy. Thank you for joining with me. I apologize for Myrtle. She was very excited. She was trying to get my attention. So, I'm not feeling well still today, so please forgive me. I may skip tomorrow. I'm going to see how I feel. This is the conclusion of chapter 7. I don't like to skip, but that is why I read this entire section in case I need to, so I can practice self-care and not try to do too much. Not that I don't love being in the book and reading, I do, but there's a lot more that goes along with it for me. So, all right, so let's go ahead into a meditation, lesson 76. I am under no laws but God's. I am under no laws but God's. Go ahead and focus on your breath, 2x breath to 3x breath. In through the nose for 2, out for 3, in for 3, out for 6, in for 4, out for 8. And then grab onto the lesson as your mantra or the mantra of your choice. I am under no laws but God's. Let's focus on 3 things that you are grateful for. We just started a Women of Gratitude group. For any women that would like to belong, please message me or friend request me. It's a group on Facebook, so you just look up Women of Gratitude and request to join. And as long as you're a woman, you can join. It's a safe place to express gratitude and love. Keeping the focus on kindness. I am under no laws but God's. I thank you so much for joining with me. Please stay safe. Let's all follow the government's suggestions wherever we are and practice some distancing, social distancing. I love you. Have a beautiful day. We are in this world, and as Ken Wapnick said, just be normal, whatever that is for you in this world. Just be normal. I love you.